Nairobi, a city of about 4 million people. Over 50% of them live in slums. People living extremely close to each other, appalling sanitary conditions, malnutrition, a breeding ground for diseases. Since 2002, Malteser International has been in charge of a program in Kenya's capital for the testing and treatment of HIV/AIDS, as well as early diagnosis of tuberculosis. It's vital to link the measures against both diseases, since HIV-positive patients are more likely to be infected also with tuberculosis, whereby the fatal progression of AIDS will be accelerated. That's why the activities of Malteser International are mainly focused on the slums of Nairobi. The staff members and volunteers from the community visit the patients, for example, Clinical Officer Bernice and Community Health Worker Grace. Bernice treats a young woman who keeps coming down with tuberculosis because in her case the disease has not yet been completely cured. It's a good example of how difficult it is to live in the slums, and it underlines the importance of helping these people on the spot. But it's not only about injections and medicine. Bernice listens to people, talks to them and shows sick people that someone is there for them directly where they live. This is a vital aspect because many people in the slums cannot afford the bus ticket to go to the clinic.
I really fear. I started becoming sick at 1996. 1996? When I gave my first born deliverance, then I started coughing. Like that, also the baby was sick. Block pneumonia. The first baby? Yeah, the first born baby. She was having block pneumonia, tuberculosis. Then she was treated at Kenyatta, but we didn't sleep there. Now, I've been struggling with life. Then it came back, 2005.
Another part of the project is to train slum inhabitants to become community health workers. Thanks to these contacts, a growing number of people are having HIV and tuberculosis tests. Employees like Bernice play a major role in these results. They're close to the people, they can train and educate people directly, and are very committed.
I've been doing this for the last 2 years, since I joined Malteser. I do like every week I visit these patients at home, depending on whether they are sick or not, but following them at home, administering drugs at home and giving them home-based care to see how they are doing at home. So I enjoy it. It makes me satisfied and it makes me happy when I see them coming out of that bed from the slum.
The remand prison in Nairobi's Mukuru Kayaba slum. Malteser International has rehabilitated and enlarged a health centre on the prison premises. This is where, among other things, prisoners are tested for HIV and tuberculosis and where already infected inmates are treated. They're also informed about diseases, the risk of infection, the symptoms and the possible progression of the disease. Here we meet Bernice again. She carries out the examinations and takes care of the patient's records. But not only inmates of the remand prison are treated. Slum inhabitants are also invited to be tested for HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis in the Mukuru Kayaba Health Centre. It's not always easy for people who live in the slums to make the first step. Many people are afraid of the test results or even of being stigmatized if their diagnosis is positive. That's why the counsellors not only offer free counselling and testing, but also guarantee patients' anonymity. The staff doesn't wear white doctor's coats and thus tries to create a relaxed atmosphere for conversations with patients seeking advice. Particular emphasis is laid on personal consultation. The employees take their time for every single patient and explain the test and its possible results to them.
In order to get HIV,
what's crucial considering the HIV test is education. Even if the test results are negative and the patient is not infected, he should in future be more serious and attentive with regard to the HIV/AIDS problem.
Now, how do you feel?
The trained staff offers everyone, including of course the inmates of the remote